already introduced yourself, and I will go on back. Okay, guys, ready? Alrighty.
Well, hello, I'm Chris Hampton, and what I do is I'm a motivational speaker, empowerment speaker, and the name of my company is Champ I Am. And what I do is my commitment is to help to release the champion that's on the inside of each and every one of you folks here. I believe that as the core of my company is that everything that we need to be successful is not on the outside, but it's already in. And the journey that we're taking today is learning how to pull those things out so we can live to the best of what we have the potential to do. So what I'm going to talk today about is called living the dream. So when I'm going to ask the questions with you, and I'm trying to get so y'all, I'm going to ask questions to you, and what you can't do is just look at me. That'll make me like self-confident. You can't do this, you can't do that. I want you to be able to interact with it, okay? So my question is, what is your dream? If I was to ask you right now, what's your dream? Could you tell me? And I'm going to ask you that. I'm going to ask you, why is that important? I'm going to ask you, one, why is it important that you know your dream? And then why is it important that you be able to vocalize your dream? So give me an example. What is your dream? If I was to ask you what your dream is, what would it be?
I want to ride a unicorn up to heaven.
All right. Okay. I'll take that. You want to be a comedian. Okay. But you want to, I mean, honestly, is that what you want to do? Because here's the thing. You got to be serious about opportunity. And what you don't realize is you don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know what I come to the table with. You don't know how much money is backing me. You don't know who my resources are. And I can be the very person today to make your dream a reality. But because you want to ride unicorns up to heaven, you're going to be in the power of your own mind. Now, if you would have told me I want to be an animator, and I want to make animated pictures, and I want to have a cartoon of me riding my unicorn to heaven, I could have probably made that happen. But you have to be serious about it. I want you to be thinking about what you are capable of doing today. So when I ask you what your dream is, be real about it. No, I'm going to come back to you later. Okay, come back to you later. One second.
No, you don't make it happen. I want to get my listed license. I want to become a orthopedic surgeon. I also want to be in the army.
Okay. That's real. Now, let me ask you this. Wouldn't it, if you could do, if someone would probably tell you, focus on one. But that's what I'm about to say. When you do your dream, a lot of times you're going to have people hear your dream, and they're going to tell you through their eyes of themselves. I'm never going to tell you you can't do anything. But I'm saying right there, that was a smart move. And his dream is, I want to be a real estate person. I want to be an orthopedic surgeon, and I want to be what? And what you don't realize is that one of those tools can be the other tool to get you where you need to go. He could be a real estate agent at the age of 18. He can also be in the military because the military at first doesn't pay much. So he has his real estate license that's helping him make his payments. And after he does his time in the military, he can get the GI Bill, and he can actually get his dream funded through the military to make it happen. He has a good track. Somebody else share me with their dream.
Okay. I want to be a rapper.
A rapper? Okay. What type of rapper?
Or like a realistic rapper. Or so you would like to believe in this, message that you see on TV every day, something simply overlooking someone different and wants to make a change and wants to see the vision of our reality.
We want to go back to like the I think our era, KRS-One, going back to social, dealing with the social issue where rap used to. Now I don't know what y'all listen to now. I don't want to sound like the old guys that listen to this rap they ain't really is, but I listen to the rap today and it was get it, but no message. Okay? So, I mean, to say that you want to be a rapper and you have a mess, that's substance. What else? An actor? Okay. What type of actor? You want to do movies? Wait, talk to me after. Reason why is because, no, that's the reason why. Let me share a little bit about it. I told you I was a motivational speaker. That's only one aspect of it. As of 2 years ago, I became an independent actor. I did my first movie. Okay? It was called Love Like This. And it was an independent movie. Because I did the independent movie, it ended up opening me up to be an owner of a magazine for models called The Everyday Girl. And what the Everyday Girl magazine does is it provides a platform for models that don't meet the industry standard. When I mean the industry standard, they want you to be what, a size 0? And they want you to be like 6 foot tall. But that's not the reality. The reality is women come in all shapes and sizes. So because I did the independent video movie, I didn't realize until I saw my credits, I became an independent actor. And I get film credits. I'm about to do another movie by the end of this year, and that gives me more credit to eventually that I can become what you call a SAG actor. And when you have a SAG actor, you can become a part of the union where they give you like money. Okay? So I like the mindset that I'm hearing. One, I haven't heard anybody say, you said you know what?
No, I'm just saying he was a user. I didn't know he was a user. I don't really talk to people around here like that. You know, young people.
But you see, that's what we're going to talk about today. If you're going to take notes, I always say when a speaker comes and talks to you and wants to give you tips, I really believe that more is road than just heard. Because I want you to remember this. So you got your cell phone. I want you to do something. I want you to take your cell phones out and I want you to write this. Those that want to be impacted and those that are not just here to be entertained. I want you to write 4 things. I want you to write dream big, dream often, dream loud, dream now. Dream big, dream often, dream loud, dream now. Huh? Ask me a question, man.
Some people only ever do one. Stop.
We're going to talk about that. The dream is not good until you make it a reality. But the problem is that the way that the world is set up is when you start to dream, you have people that come to crush your dream and try to break your dream. In order for me to get you to be, you see, right now the dream is the baby stage. But the reality is the connection of the dream is to become a visionary. And you know what a visionary is? A visionary is just someone who took their dream and made it happen. You see, I've always wanted to speak like I'm speaking now. I decided 2 years ago that I've always wanted to speak. When I was your age, I was going into high school and we had a thing called peer-to-peer. So I would go to the junior high school and do what I'm doing right now. I've been doing it for that long. 2 years ago is when I decided I wanted to get paid to do this. You know they pay people to speak. To do what I'm doing now. I started to work on it and build on it and build on it. All those years since high school, I was just dreaming. It wasn't until I made my business work and put my business plan down and started practicing speaking, getting engagement and telling people about my dream. So what my dream was to be an internationally known speaker. That's my dream. Don't laugh at my dream. I want to be the guy that I can walk right now and I speak in this school today, and then tomorrow I want to play in Japan. That's how big my goal is. And I wanted to encourage you to dream, because in your dream, the dream that you're supposed to be is bigger than where you're at. Now, you said you wanted to be orthopedic surgeon. What do you want to do with that orthopedic surgeon? I'm glad you had it planned out.
No,
But
I want to help you. That's always been my
so your passion is helping. When you're acting, what is your passion behind you acting? Okay? You see that there's a story. You know what? The reality is that you may change your mind once you get into the army about the vessel that you choose. You may change it from being an orthopedic doctor to being something else. I always wanted to be a teacher, where I just didn't want to be trapped in the classroom. But what I'm doing now, I'm still teaching. I'm just doing it in a different vessel. But the passion behind what I want to do is based off of it. So the vessel may change, but the passion doesn't leave. So I want you to say, dream big, because the dream needs to be bigger than you. Did you figure out what you want to do? Yeah. What do you want?
Help develop a virtual reality setting.
See, I knew you were creative. So you said you wanted to,
Like, right now, they have Oculus that they use for stuff like that.
wait, the VR?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about ones, you know, exactly.
Mhm.
What about ones that, you just, lay down, put a headset on, and you're not moving yourself, you're actually inside the world.
So it's kind of like the movie where it's almost like Sword Art Online, where you.
Yeah.
So, you see, I know. I'm talking about the virtual. Yes.
You
So,
know.
listen, I'm an anime guy. So
Hey.
I got you
Oh,
all right.
sorry.
So no, Sword Art. That is awesome. And now look at that. Right now,
It's actually
is it happening?
we are in another place.
The problem with that is we probably would never leave our living room. Okay? But he's saying something that right now is almost light years. If you would say it back in the 90s, that was nowhere to be found. And what I want you to do is once you get to dream, what you got to do is you got to be committed to your dream and making that dream, and be so committed to that dream that when people try to sway you from the dream, and they try to tell you that that's not possible, what are you going to do? You have a choice. You have a choice. Because when they said to me, Chris, you can't be a motivational speaker. What kind of money is that? They said, you know Les Brown, that was popular at the time. You're not Eric Thomas, who's popular right now. I have to be committed to making the dream work. Where's my rapper at?
Right here.
The rapper, you don't rap like anybody that's here today. And you know what I call those people? They're called dream killers. And the problem with dream killers is that they have no imagination. And they want you to live their life through their eyes. So whenever you come to tell me the big vision, they're like, you want to be a real estate guy and military, and you want to be a orthodox. That's just too much. You got to be so committed to the dream, the vision that's on the inside of you, that you actually got to believe that it's possible. Because 9 times out of 10, if you take 10 people out of there, you'll probably find 2 people that will say, it's possible. And then you probably find 1 person out of the dream that can actually walk beside you and help you make it happen. But
The reason why those 2 people is because they actually not thinking about how many tasks they do. Because at the end of the day, life is going to be a challenge. It's going to be something. So you have to just want to hey, you got to prepare yourself for good challenges and not quit. The reason is like if you quit, the reason why I don't like to quit is the thing they hard is if you quit the first time, it's just going to be a normal thing and you're going to quit every single time. You're not going to be a mountain. That's what I feel. So that's the reason why I'm saying I'm taking on the task. And it's like, that's just a challenge for me. Other people got a challenge, but they can do that. There's nothing. Other people got like anger challenges. They pay attention to one of those are the challenges in life.
what you see, even that's your environment. And a lot of times, what people are going to tell you is that you're a victim of your environment. Because you are exposed maybe to a poor neighborhood or a poor background, or I've seen this when I've taught at elementary schools that have, they say, oh, they'll never retain anything that he said. Can't receive those things. Those are haters on an educator. computational level. You have to be committed to making that dream work. And the reason why I want you to be committed to that is because your dream is not just going to happen. It's going to take a few things. It's going to take you being committed to it. It's going to take time. I'm going to sit down and listen to him. He's got my whole message down. Because you're right. It's going to take time, commitment to your craft. Dedication. Dedication means what?
Anything can happen when you feel that you get to do it.
Help me out here. What's dedication mean to you?
Don't quit. It's hard.
Because it's going to get hard. How many of us realize life is hard now? You know what? And how old are you now? 15. Wow. 15. Life is hard at 15. And you know what? I'm not one of them guys that says, listen, y'all 15 years old. What you possibly living? Y'all living some stuff I ain't seen yet. So y'all be doing stuff, yeah. Y'all be pushing the limit. But life is hard. And it's hard at 15. I just turned 40. Life is hard at 40. Life does not get easy. Life is designed to eat the weak. You're old enough to understand that. It is designed to eat the weak. And you gotta have something that's bigger than you that's going to motivate you to keep moving down that path. That's why I want you to dream big. I want you to dream often. And the reason why I want you to dream often is because they try to get your head out the clouds. But you know what? The invention that he's going to create, yesterday was an impossibility. Today is a possibility. Think about something that you have now. That's here now. That wasn't a possibility 5 years ago.
I didn't, you know, you say how people surround themselves, the environment, and the reason why they speak on that because it's true. Big drugs, money, violence, like, that's really all you know. But that's because you haven't seen nothing outside of that community, you know what I mean? So it was like, me, I never seen myself being out of that. I thought that's all I was going to do, you know, and when I seen like people being successful, I seen different type of life. I wouldn't say I was wishing to be that, but I wanted to feel my own life.
You saw it was possible. How powerful is exposure? When I say exposure, what do I mean by exposure?
Like environment go around.
Y'all take me out my lesson, but I'm going to go where I'm going to go. Put this aside, let me get my talk. Is that all right? How important is exposure?
Very.
Why?
Because it shapes you.
They show you something, it'll do you.
Y'all,
You got different options.
you're saying things that some adults need to take over. Because, you know, as we get older, we make a lot of excuses of why we're not where I'm at. Exposure is important. If you want to see something that's possible, I'm saying that you were in an environment that's all you ever saw was that block. All you saw was your block. But instead of looking at the rich person and saying that the rich person, here's what I have a problem. Have you ever heard that movement? They call it the 1% movement. They were talking about there's 1% of people that are rich, that are wealthy, and the 99% were fussing at the 1%. And if I'm going to be social, that could be cool. But then I try to take the excuse out of everything. I'm trying to say, how can I, if the 1% exists, how can I make it? How can I do it? Because if you keep doing what you always done, you're always going to get what you always got. So I can complain about the 1%, or I can start building my empire now. I can complain about the injustices that are going on. And yes, there are injustices that are going on. But remember, the system is designed to kill you, to eat you, to spit you out. It's the law of evolution. Only the what? Strong. But If you can see the possibility, if you can see that it can be done, the only thing you need to do is expose yourself to something different. I'll give you an example. I've been building my business today. Testimony, great thing. Testimony of what happened. Because I needed exposure. I'm a good speaker. I'm an okay speaker. But I needed next level mentorship. I had a friend introduce me to another friend and said, you need to meet this person. And my mentor, Mr. Harris, is sitting right here. And he introduced me to Mr. Harris, exposed me to another level of help. That's why I said don't joke around. Don't joke around. You need to take your dream and your purpose seriously. Because you never know who's sitting in the room. Because the man that's right behind me, he opened the door for me to speak to you today. You know what he said? You need to speak to Miss Deborah. Exposure. I walk in the room, I called Miss Deborah, and I said, okay, Miss Deborah, Mr. Harris told me to speak to you. That's all Mr. Harris told me to do was speak to Miss Deborah. Did I know you were here? Did I know this opportunity was here? Out of this opportunity, I walk into the door, and I'm going to tell you the power of exposure. I met with Miss Deborah. She gave me the opportunity. I did what my mentor said to do. I came back to my mentor. He said, do this. I did it again. Do you know when I walked in here, I spent 4 years in this school at Overbrook, but I was a member of JROTC. I was the battalion chaplain. I was the first battalion chaplain that there ever was. Here. I was the drill team commander. Here. Overbrook. We shared the program. They used to bus us over here. I was the company commander. Here. But you know what? Exposure led me to Miss Deborah. I walked in the office for 2 minutes, and guess who I ran into? The first sergeant. Now, he wasn't the first sergeant that I was here, but I talked to the first sergeant and said, you know what? I owe a lot to JROTC. Because the reason why I'm standing before you confidently is because when I was in JROTC, I was exposed to leadership and being able to speak in front of a company of 100 people, addressing a battalion of 2 schools. Yes, I learned how to march like everybody else marched. But I learned about how to be a civic leader at JROTC. The man that I am today was because of the empowerment and the exposure. While everybody else was running around there doing their thing, we were in here marching. We were in here learning. We were in here doing. We had to do our passing review. We had to basically stand in attention for almost like 2 hours while they were doing our reviews. I learned a lot. It prepared me for the military. That's what exposure did. But most likely, all that came back to me because I talked to the first sergeant. You know what he did? He invited me to speak at the military ball for 2 weeks.
What?
Hey. Exposure. What did I do? What did I do? I led with my dream. My dream is now starting to become my reality. But what I did was I dreamed big. I dreamed often. But I also dreamed out loud. When I say dream out loud, you have to put a voice to your vision. Can you say that to me? Put a voice to your vision. Do you understand what that means? What do you think that means when I say put a voice to your vision? Huh? What? Say it.
Show them what you want, like if you bring it out, like we get the best to it, show what you want to say. Like, that's all I learned.
What is that? So he said, put your money where your mouth is. That's good. He said a lot.
I mean, show your vision to the people.
Show your vision to the people. What do you want to be? I'm in a, what do you want to, what's your dream? Photography. You gotta talk to us. Once y'all get graduated from high school, y'all can come see it at the playground. Because the photographer, we just met these young photographers already. giving them the opportunity to shoot at the modeling shoot and be able to learn their craft. So you need to be not shy with your gift. You need to say, what's your name? Olivia. You need to say, I'm Olivia and I'm a photographer. They didn't ask you how good you were. They didn't ask you how long you were doing it. You said, I'm a photographer. Because now, because you told me that you're a photographer, I might not be able to help you, but I know someone who will be able to help you. You know what my goal is? My goal is I want you all walking out this door excited about your dream. So excited about your dream that you talk in the hallway and say, you know what, I'm going to be this. Or I'm going to do this. Because those are the people that make it happen. When you dream aloud, remember I told you your dream is bigger than you? Your dream is bigger than you. Your dream is bigger than you. Which means that you can't make your dream happen all by yourself. I think I heard a rapper say, I got here all by myself. He didn't get there all by himself. He had a producer. He had a musician. He had financing people that were going to finance what his goal was. Y'all make it be clear. So you don't make the dream by yourself. You didn't get here by yourself. You need people to help you. So that's why I want you to dream aloud. I want you to start telling people what you are. Don't say, I want to be. Start saying, this is where I am. Make it your identity. What do you want to be? You want to do what? TV production. So what are you doing now? Have you heard of the idea program? Because what they're doing right now is they have young people like you making TV shows. And it's one right out there, and it's I'll introduce you to this time. But that's what you see how easy that was? You don't know who you're talking to. So you need to talk to everybody. But when you're talking to everybody, remember, you're not trying to reach everybody. Does that make sense? Because remember that classification of haters? You got to be prepared for the haters. But you're not talking your vision and you're not talking your dream to reach the haters. You're looking for the people that are there to come beside you and do it. But people are not going to come beside you and help you if you're not doing anything. They're going to look at you and see if you're worth your time. And when you realize that you're worth your time, then they're going to come beside you and be the resource that you have. Because some things require money, and to be honest with you, when I was doing Champ by Him, I didn't have a lot of money. What I needed was resources. What I needed was someone to help me point me in the right direction. My mentor said you need to get your business together. So I filed my business and made it a legitimate business. Now it's legitimate. That shows that I'm about something, right? So you got to be able to do what? I told you the first point was what? Dream big, dream often, dream loud, dream now. This is the last point. Dream now. What does that mean? Dream. What does now mean? What does now mean?
Now means 5 seconds ago.
Now is present tense, not past tense. Where's your hand up? I need you to speak up.
Sorry, my voice is a little shocked. Dream now because the time that was behind them, if they didn't dream back then, that time's wasted. You can't think ahead because you're not.
That was good. Nobody heard that, but somebody, you got to dream now because now is the present, and you can't get the present back. Always dream. I wish y'all got these papers. All right, okay, I'm giving you all signs. Okay, because now means now. I'm already looking at what I want to do for my future. I'm already looking at my TV show. I'm already looking at me being an MC for major events. I'm already seeing me speaking to multitudes of students. Could you imagine me doing this and the room is just full of y'all? It's possible. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But that's my vision. I'm always dreaming big. I'm always dreaming of. I put this out there and I speak on purpose because I know that there are people listening to me outside of you. Outside of you. And I don't even negate that you have influence because you have the power to say, bring that God back. So I know I'm speaking loud on purpose. I'm speaking the positive things. I choose to speak the positive things. I choose to speak what I can do rather than what is limiting me. It takes more effort to tell you what I can't do than it is to tell you what I can do. So you got to not only do all what I just told you, but you got to protect it. You have to protect it with everything that's in you. Remember, I want you to write down what you're passionate about. What you're passionate about. You said, I'm helping people. Write it down in your cell phone. Put it down on a piece of paper. What are you passionate about? I'm passionate about helping people. I'm passionate about empowering people. And I want you to, in your private time, I want you to write a letter to your future self. If you're serious about making your dream come around, write a letter to your future self. And in that letter, talk about how big your dreams are now. Because what I told you, life happens. Life will try to make you compromise. Life will try to make you settle. And you look at it and say, no matter how big the dream is possible. I'm not going to forget my dream. The vessel, how I make the dream happen may change. But the passion will follow you through your life.